Hey everybody, and welcome back to another day at the Expo. Today we're looking at Crusader ships, and so there's just a few ships we're going to go over them real quick and give you an idea of what's available. So here I am inside of the A2 Hercules. There's three of them, the A2, M2, and C2. So the A2 is the most armed. It has the least cargo space. It has like 240 some, 230 I think SCU of cargo space. But the A2 can drop these really big bombs. I'm actually, no, this must be the wrong one because there's no bombs here. Let me show you the bombs. So here are the bombs. You can see they're very large. Looks like they got them labeled as MOB 012. So it looks like each ship comes preloaded with 4. There's 2 on each side. But they're huge. So I can imagine these things do devastating amounts of damage when they fall to the ground. We'll have to actually wait. They're not technically implemented yet. So we will see in the future what they end up doing. So the A2 also has 6 remote turrets that can be controlled by people up in the pilot seat. I'll show you that. So here we are in the cockpit, and it looks like there's only room for the pilot and 2 gunners, 1 co-pilot and 1 in the gunner seat. Let me just check. We can check the back. Maybe there's more spaces for gunnery. Okay, so here's definitely way more room for turret people. There's 4 seats right here, so you have 4 people back here controlling turrets, and then 2 people up front for a total of 6 people firing guns, along with the pilot, so that would be 7 people technically, plus the bombs. This ship has an incredible amount of firepower, and that's the A2. Now the is it A2? M2. No, the M2 has a little less firepower, about half the turrets that this one has, and it has double the cargo space. And then the C2 is the pure cargo sort of industrial ship, and that one is just for transporting cargo. They do have some weaponry. I think it's 3 remote turrets or 2 remote turrets. I'm not really sure off the top of my head, but it's still a great ship for transporting cargo and has something like 672 SCU of cargo space. So again, the order is like C2, M2, and A2, and that's from the most cargo to most weapons and less cargo. So you may be wondering, why do you need all that space? It's obviously so you can include a Tumble Nova or 4. Actually, they have 3 here right now. But I'm pretty sure you could fit at least 2, maybe 3 inside, all end to end, just because the ramp and the interior cargo area in these Hercules ships it's huge. It's a lot of space. So you can include plenty of vehicles. Even some of the smaller ships, the smaller flyable ships, will fit inside. But these are the Novas. The Novas have this big weapon up top, you can see right here, that's remote piloted, and they also have a remote turret on top. So you can have 1 gunner controlling the big gun, and then another one controlling the remote turrets, and that way you can, and then have 1 driver. So you can have 3 people inside each tank doing a lot of fun things, playing together, blowing stuff up. These are playable right now, but again, there's not really like loops for it. So you can get them and you can drive around in them and you can blow stuff up, sort of, because there's a couple of missions where you can use them, maybe to attack ground targets. But they really are just limited to blowing up turrets to defend the sites, where you would and then invade and take out some nasty NPCs. So these babies are the Tumble Cyclones. They come in 3 flavors. This is the TR. The TR has a Gatling gun, it looks like, up there. And then this is the AA. It's anti-aircraft. It's got an anti-aircraft payload, so you can see those missiles chilling right there. Looks like that one's 2 piloted by 2. And that one over there, you could have 2 people in there and a 3rd in the turret. And then this one back here also looks like you got 2 in the driver, and then one in the turret. So this is the MT, and the MT has both a combination of anti-air and it looks like a cannon, ground-based cannon. So you can, you would use this one or this one to fight ships or worry about ships, and this one you'd be your assaulting ground vehicles or players on the ground. And I guess this one's just a little bit more versatile. They're all really cool looking. You could easily fit a couple of these in a Starlifter. And they would just, they'd have more maneuverability than the Novas. So there's definitely, they're starting to accumulate the number of in-player vehicles that we've got available. And these again are the Tumble Cyclones. These are the other 3 Tumble Cyclones. This is just the standard Cyclone. It's just got a little cargo space in the back, meant for 2 people to be driving around, transporting cargo on the surface of the planet. Really short missions. This is the RC. It's obviously the racing variant. So it's designed to go faster, have better handling, vroom vroom. And then this is the RN. The RN is a scanning cyclone. So drive around on the surface, scan for stuff, you locate buildings or large structures really, or vehicles perhaps that are giving off electromagnetic or IR signatures. The other cool thing about the RN is that it can drop beacons. So if you find something cool or you want to mark a location, you drop a beacon, your buddies can come along, or you can come back later with your ship and do whatever you need to do there. This gorgeous beauty is the Genesis Starliner. It looks like it's going to be the first ship that's really focused on transporting passengers. So you'll be able to, buy one of these, and then you could do passenger missions, I guess, and take up a whole bunch of people from one location to another. It's got a really nice look to it. I love the design. It's in concept, so it's not in game yet. But yeah, that's the Starliner. So these guys are the Tumble Rangers. They are like motorcycles with guns on them. That's basically the long and short of it. They have these 2 guns up front. You can see dual mounted. So they're supposed to be a fast, little respondable unit, but also they come with some teeth, so they could potentially mow down, playing characters. I doubt they're going to be super good for penetrating armor of larger ground vehicles, but they may be able to give the Tumble Cyclones a run for their money if they're able to get, a lot of damage on consistently. So again, these are the Rangers. They're not in-game yet. It looks like it's only 1 person per vehicle. So we will see them hopefully soon, maybe sometime next year. This beautiful piece of design work is the Aries Ion. So the Ion has one of the few size 7 weapons in the game. Right now there's only 2. There's the this Ion cannon here, and then its mate over there. It has the Ion. It's the Aries Inferno. So it has a Gatling gun with a limited ammunition, whereas this one has an energy weapon, so it recharges over time. They also both come with this 4-pack, these 2 4-packs of size 3 missiles. So they've got a decent payload. They're designed to be capital ship killers. They have these huge weapons. They're single-seater, just designed for 1 person. But they're designed to deliver a large amount of damage to a single target and be very maneuverable and not be able to be hit by those capital ships. What could be a threat to these guys are other medium fighters. So we've seen a couple of those already. The Harbingers are, I think they're actually, those are heavy fighters. But heavy fighters and medium fighters would pose a threat to these guys. Possibly even light fighters if they were enough of them or if they upgraded their components. So again, this was the Aries Ion. And this, ladies and gents, is the last ship that they have on display today. This is the Mercury Starliner, and I really love this ship. This is what I fly, my bread and butter ship, my main ship right now. It has, it's very versatile. It's got 3 turrets, 1 controlled by the pilot and 2 that are manned. You can see 1 on top, 1 on bottom. They boast size 3 weapons, so you can tinker with them depending on whether you want projectile or energy or neutron or cannons. And also you can see right there where the little 3 is, that's a scanning station. So inside you could have 3 people doing work, 2 people in the turrets, 1 person as the pilot. There's also a spot for a co-pilot, so you could have 5 people really all seated while you're flying around in this thing. And the interior is also quite spacious. You can see back here is the cargo area. There's actually a secret cargo area for illicit substances that you can store and have them be unscannable by the authorities. So if you were to stop or if somebody was to scan your ship, if anything that you have back in that secret cargo area is not detectable by the standard scans. It also has a rec center area inside, a kitchen, like a lounge area, and there's a whole like sort of under area where it's like you're crawling through Jeffries tubes, which is really neat and unique to the Starliner. You can also fit some. You could probably fit one of those Cyclones in there. You could fit a rock miner. We fit 2 rock miners in there before, which are like the ground vehicles that do mining. But it's got a nice little cargo station. I think it's 100 and some, 112, 114, something like that SCU of space. So you can do it. It works well as a cargo ship. It's not like if you don't want to use it for large cargo runs, but if you're selling something like refined ores, which is what I do. I'll mine something in the prospector, and I'll get a whole bunch of loads together, and then I'll take them and fill up the Starliner, and I'll take that to go sell. So that's it for today. Let me know what ships you liked in the comments. I definitely am renting and trying out the Ion over there. I like the look of the Inferno, but my problem with the Inferno is that, again, limited ammunition. So every time you sort of blow your load on a combat scenario, you're gonna have to go back, refuel or rearm, and get more bullets. That's what I like about the Ion, is that you can just keep going. You don't have to worry about running out of ammo. But let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget that if you want to check it out, you can jump in the game, go over to robertsspaceindustries.com, sign up with your email address. My referral code is down below, and if you end up purchasing, that'll give you and me a free Argo cargo ship. That's definitely worth it if you like the game and if you're gonna buy in. You might as well use somebody's referral code, and I will not complain if you use mine. Stay safe, stay sane, and I will be back again soon with another video. And I will see you all in the verse.